Blue snowball, check. Camera, check. This is just a quick update, really, because I haven't posted anything on YouTube in quite a while for numerous reasons. But I figured I'd just go through them. It's not a particularly sad video. There's nothing really bad been happening. But I miss uploading. I've just been incredibly busy lately. I've just finished up a very large editing project that I've been doing with a local band called Aronson. We went to film them playing live at Le Pub in Newport, and it was a big, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 camera edit. So I had 6 different camera angles. I volunteered to edit it because I like that kind of thing, and I had the equipment that I was able to edit it with. And it's worked out really nicely. It's not ready to be released yet. I think in a couple of weeks' time, the band is going to do a podcast with Le Pub, and they're going to release this video, which is just them playing their new EP live in the pub, recorded live. There was no audience because it was done during COVID. But yeah, it's just their complete EP played, filmed. It worked out really nicely considering I went up just to help, kind of like on a whim. Didn't know really what to expect, and didn't have any time to prepare. So I didn't know what the light would look like. I'm not like a professional filmmaker by any means, but I just sort of knew I had a few spare cameras and a little bit of know-how. But it turned out really nicely. So I'll be probably releasing that on my channel as well once they've released that alongside this podcast. But it's taken up a big chunk of time, and like the file size on the Final Cut Pro file was like 70 odd gigabytes, which is it's pretty big, and the laptop I'm using, the MacBook I'm using to edit it on, is about 10 years old now, so it was struggling a little bit. But that's what I've been doing recently, as well as working my full-time job, trying to get a college course done, which is not going particularly very smoothly. I need to put a lot more effort into that, and just general life things. Sean and I are about to hopefully embark on some building works in the flat that we live in, which, if you've been watching this channel previously, I've been sort of keeping up a little renovations diary because we want to stay where we're living, expand the space, instead of going and buying a new house or buying a house somewhere in town that we'd have to get a mortgage for. We love where we live. It's a great place. It's just a little bit small. So we're hoping to do a little bit of work now before Christmas. I'm pointing over this way because to my right is my kitchen, which will eventually double in size because we're going to knock a wall through, and it will also give us access to another bedroom, which is great, and it'll be very appreciated at the moment because Sean and I living together with Morty in this small 1-bedroom flat. It's been enjoyable, but it would be really nice to have a little bit more space to move around and put things and all that kind of stuff. So that's quite exciting. I will make another video at some point soon where I do like a little house tour perhaps and show what it's like at the moment, what we hope for it to be like. I've done it on paper by showing you the architect's plans, but I'd like to move around the physical space as well, and get that sort of documented. So the reason that we're doing this is because Sean, she has ground me down, and I have agreed that we're going to try and start a family. It's something Sean's wanted forever, I think. I wasn't really too keen on starting a family at the beginning. I didn't know whether I wanted to have kids ever. This is maybe a little bit personal, but Sean and I have had discussions over the years that we've been together about this subject, and we've decided together, very planned and deliberately, that we're going to go ahead and try and have a baby. We had some bad news about 3 or 4 months ago where Sean actually had a miscarriage. I'm not going to go into too great a detail on that because I'd rather her maybe be here to discuss it with me, and we might do that at some point. We'll do a little couples video where we talk about that experience and what happened. But we didn't know Sean was pregnant, which was a good thing, I think, because if we had known and we had lost it, I think it would have made it that much more difficult to accept. But we didn't know Sean was pregnant. It happened quite early on, which was again a good thing. If you can call anything good about that situation, those were two positives, I think. But yeah, Sean had a miscarriage. It was very upsetting. She dealt with it really well, and she bounced back incredibly, which I'm very proud of her for. But it was also kind of good news to her that, you know, it meant that we knew that we could get pregnant. You know, there was no question about was I not man enough to knock her up. It happened, and now we're going to more deliberately try and make it happen again. So hopefully, you know, this time next year we will be living in this flat with 2 big bedrooms, two shower toilets, and a little baby. I am very cautious about things like this, so I like to discuss things before we go ahead and do things. So I've already set up, like, because this channel obviously focuses on money management and personal finance as well. I've already set up a joint account for Sean and I to be funding for when we do have a baby. Hopefully by the time that we do have a baby, we'll have like over £1,000 buffer ready to get things that you need when you do have a new baby, like nappies and bottles and all that stuff that I don't even want to think about at the moment, because that's not the way my brain works. My brain works way on a more analytical. Well, I don't know. It's weird. I'm a creative. I enjoy photography, I enjoy filming, but I'm also very analytical in the sense that I enjoy spreadsheets. So the joy I'm getting at the moment is making sure that we're set up financially well with a joint account, life insurance, enough money to cope with any situations that might arise. And I want to leave all the bottles, nappies, and all that stuff to Sean. Obviously not like the actual physical labour of changing a baby. I will get involved in that. I'm not particularly looking forward to it because babies kind of freak me out a bit. My job is childcare, and I deal with children aged 3 and up, which are great. They're fairly robust at that age. They've got a personality. I'm deathly afraid of picking up a little baby and damaging it in some way, but obviously it's something that I will get used to. I've been told many times by many different people that I would be a good dad, and I think it's true. I think I've got a decent enough moral compass to raise a child in a way that would make it a good addition to society and make me proud. But anyway, I'm rambling. This was just supposed to be a little update video. So it's all exciting. Things are going ahead. I've got plenty of videos planned based on personal finance. I want to discuss joint accounts. I want to discuss life insurance. What else did I want to discuss? Budgets again, because budgets are very handy. Sean and I are hoping to do these renovations in cash. We don't want to take out any loans if we can help it. And I'm pretty resolute on that. So we're trying to get as much money together as we can now that we could pay the builder in cash to do this little portion, and then save up over the course of the next 2 years to get the majority of the work done, which will make this place a real home, as opposed to it's kind of like being a little bit of a bachelor pad for the last 5-6 years since I've lived here. Anyway, that's 8 minutes and 30 seconds already that I've been talking. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's staying safe. Wales is about to go into a 2-week lockdown now, from 6 p.m. this evening. What's the date? Friday the 23rd of October. It sucks a little bit. I don't like it. I'm not happy that the kids might miss out on trick-or-treating and bonfire night. They've cancelled those 2 events. Like, I know they can't cancel the you can't cancel the spirit of Halloween, but it's just a shame that the kids aren't going to get that experience this year as fully as they have in other years. But I understand the point behind the lockdown. Whether I agree with the method of it, that's not my place to say, maybe. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm going to leave it there. If you're from Wales, stay safe. If you're from the rest of the world, stay safe. But me personally, I will be abiding by the rules of this lockdown, even though I don't like it that much. I would urge everybody to do the same. Don't flout the rules, because if we're not in it together, you're only as strong as your weakest link, I suppose. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Please feel free to leave comments under this video. I like engaging with whoever likes engaging with me. Take care, and we'll speak soon.